Chiro cracks. Chiropractics for everyone.
I saw you're having some neck stiffness, and then you've had kind of a long-standing like SI joint type thing going on.
Yes.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about it.
Several years ago, to where it was like a nagging pain, probably when I was like in PT school, like circa 2014. It was just an annoyance at that point. Eventually, I kind of like got that under control, chiropractic, PT, all things. And then it was almost like 2 years ago. I was on vacation. I came back from vacation, and one day I literally just woke up. I was like, wow, my right low back really hurts.
Yeah.
More than an annoyance. I just felt like I needed to be adjusted. Is how I can describe it. Like something was not feeling right. I did all the same things, chiro, PT, and it honestly just kept getting worse for about 5 months. Went and got like an MRI, met with a doctor, saw different providers, chiropractic, PT, got it to where it was so much better. Now it's more of just like this annoyance that I feel sometimes.
Do you notice the pain and stuff fluctuates with your diet or things like that?
I did at first. After a workout, like I am sometimes so sore to where I'm just like, it just doesn't feel right.
Most of it's around the right SI joint.
Yes.
So how would you describe the symptoms in the SI joint? Is it sharp, burning, achy?
Aching, and occasionally a little bit of maybe like a sharp.
And then the neck and the upper back, there's just kind of just general stiffness.
Yeah, all that stuff.
We'll just kind of see how well you're moving. We'll go through and see what's going on and kind of start from there. How long ago was your last adjustment?
Summer, June, July. My fiance came to see you, and he had the best experience with you.
Okay, let's do this. Let's just start by looking at the neck, and then we'll go everywhere else. Sit up tall for me. You're gonna bring your chin down to your chest as far as you can. Look up back to the ceiling as far as you can. And then look over your right shoulder and your left. Not terrible. We're a little reduced in rotation and flexion, but your extension and everything looks okay. Nothing felt like particularly painful there.
Yeah.
Let's have you stand up for me. You're gonna reach down, touch your toes as far as you can. And then come on up and bend backwards into extension and kind of press forward on the SI joint. Was any of that painful or that felt okay?
It felt okay.
So our range looks good. So that tells me that globally you're fine, but segmentally we gotta see what's going on. So let's have you go face down. Your face will go in the crack. Hang your arms off the sides. Now if I press into the SI joint, is that painful?
That doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it feels quite stuck. Not as bad as this side. A little bit going on right here. Right up here too.
My left shoulder blade is kind of a mess.
Yeah, I can feel that. And let's have you lay on your back for me. I've got some upper cervical stuff going on too.
Very tender.
So let's start to work through some of this. I'll have you sit up for me. We're gonna start with some seated upper cervical stuff, and then we'll get into the rest of this. So we're gonna get in here and start to open some of this up. My hand's gonna go right here. I'm gonna turn you a little bit. Let the shoulder relax. How do we feel there?
Good.
I'm coming to this side. I'm gonna rotate a little.
Oh my gosh.
Both okay?
Yeah.
That left shoulder blade, we're gonna do next, the ribs in that area. Lay on your back for me. And scoot down just a little from where you are. For this one, this hand is gonna go on your collarbone. This hand's gonna reach down my back as if you're gonna try and grab the top of my pants. You're kind of just give me a little hug. Good. And relax your whole arm and shoulder blade. Okay. Deep breath in. Out. Loose.
Oh my gosh.
How'd that feel?
Good.
A little crazy, huh?
Like it's been there for ages, but I needed that to happen.
Yeah, those were. And now we're gonna come into the mid-thoracics. Breathe in. Out. Loose shoulders. There we go. Okay. Not too crazy there. Let's get that SI joint so it's on the right side. So go ahead and lay that way. So we're gonna hit the sacrum here. This arm's gonna go overhead. I'm gonna bring your hip forward a bit. Deep breath in. Out. That feel okay for you?
Yeah.
And then let's go to the other side. Bring that bottom hip forward a bit. And then we're gonna go this one overhead and this one right here. This one's gonna be more for the lumbar spine. Breathe in. Out. Loose belly. There we go. Okay. And we'll have you lay flat. Doing okay so far?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get these hips. And let this one go flat. Loose. That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, right here. Good. Okay, let's set you up and see how everything feels.
Okay.
And we'll have you repeat a few of those motions. So let's go for your toe touch again. And then your back bend. And how's that feel compared to before?
Yeah, I felt like I had a limit before, and now it's like free.
Yeah, just bend right on over backwards.
Yeah, just like flip over, yeah.
And then let's have you have a seat and let's take a look at your neck. So we'll go chin down to your chest. Good, and then look up to the ceiling. And then over your right shoulder. And over your left. Good, and how's that feel?
Good. Like a lot of reduced tension.
Yeah, and the shoulder blade area that was kind of bothering you?
Yeah, it feels way better.
Yeah, that was a huge release through those ribs.
Yeah,
So,
that was crazy.
yeah. So you just had a couple of those areas that were just really stuck. You know, those joints get bound up.
Yes.
Yeah. The SI joint on the right side, it was probably the worst out of all of them in terms of like its actual ability to move when I'm challenging the joint.
Yeah.
So that might take a little bit of like repeated visits to kind of work on that to really open that up all the way.
Okay.
But everything moved pretty well for us today. So
Okay.
I think that was like your prognosis is good.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't feel, obviously I don't have x-ray vision, but I didn't feel any crazy like arthritis or degeneration or anything that would give me cause for alarm when it comes to your spine. So
Right.
pretty much all your joints are moving healthy. And so
Yeah.
I think if we could just clean up that SI joint and kind of break you from that pattern,
Yeah.
that you're going to feel a ton better.
Yeah, and then I can just kind of sublet it with.
Yeah. So usually what I would do for something like this is maybe like once a week for 2 weeks, just so that we can kind of reset that.
Yeah.
And then we'll taper you down to like once or twice a month just for
Okay.
follow-ups depending on how you feel.
Yeah, that
So
sounds great.
sounds good?
Sweet.